And without further ado, let's bring our next storyteller, Natalia.
Thank you, Nestor. No. Okay, so that's the first time I'm going to be talking without paper. Um, so the other night I was kind of, falling asleep, slowly getting that kind of, drowsy feeling when you almost, and then I hear the sound outside, a thunder like rolling. My feeling of sleepiness was completely gone. I rushed to my balcony, hoping to see it, hoping to capture at least a little corner. Yes, those were fireworks. I was so excited. I felt like a child. I felt absolutely exhilarated that I could actually see it from my balcony. And it's so strange how those kind of small experiences sometimes bring memories and flood of emotions from the past. And I remembered how when I was 7, we took a school trip to Kiev, and that was my first time when I saw fireworks. Those fireworks were nothing like we see here, but it was a miracle that I got to see for the first time lights and sound of rolling lights in a dark winter night. I remember my schoolmates, my friends, we got so excited. And remember, it was 1980s, no videos, no cell phones. So you really, whatever you have, it's in your mind. We rushed to the hotel. Me and my friend, we got our brand new crayons out. We started making a little drawing of what we just witnessed, full of excitement. And since then, that sound of fireworks always races my heartbeat. I always feel like a child again. And I remember years later, after that first time, we were in Kiev again, and my mom was standing in line to American Embassy. That was early 90s. She was trying to get a visa to come to U.S. as a tourist, and back in those years, it was absolutely impossible task. Nobody was getting a visa, and everybody was suspected of kind of just staying in U.S. and not coming back and all of that. But on that day, it was actually a day before 4th of July, so the clerks at American Embassy everybody was already in that mood of anticipation. Everybody was happy, and people were getting visas. Everybody was coming out, and my mom come out, and she was so happy. She was like, "I got it!" She was like a child herself. That night we went out, and we were sitting in the square having dinner, and fireworks came out. It was like a miracle. And I thought to myself, well, that's probably a good sign. Something good will come out of this story. And then we finally got here with my little family in 1999. I came to U.S. and Chicago was my first city. I came after winning a green card in lottery, and that's a different story. But that tradition of coming to Chicago downtown for the 4th of July fireworks became our favorite tradition. We all all the friends that I met in my English classes or anybody who I met in those first years, we would get together back in the car and get here downtown to Grand Park and sit with our picnic, little picnic table, waiting for the sun to go out and for the skies to get dark and hear those fireworks and see that miracle again. And the other night, I, of course, videotaped. I was able to see it from my balcony and got so excited. I videotaped those fireworks, and of course, I put them on my Facebook story. Next morning, I got a message from my childhood friend in Ukraine. She she said, "Oh my God, I love the fireworks in Chicago. So colorful and beautiful and so exciting." And she said, "But the sound of it really made me duck down. I didn't realize how hard it would be." And she said, we really getting bombarded a lot lately." And for that moment, it really broke my heart. It really made me stop and think about how different our lives became on that day 25 years ago when I landed in the United States and left all my friends behind. And I'm so grateful for the life, for the opportunities I got here, and really for the city that I chose. It was random choice. The city that I chose as my home and the country that I call home now. The city that welcomes people who ran from the chaos of the wars and economical instabilities. And really, life is like a firework. Sometimes it's scary, sometimes it's exciting, sometimes it's loud, and definitely worth celebrating. Thank you.